Yo, let me tell y'all something. If you really want to listen to a good debate, if you want to watch a good debate, all the good debates is really not on TV. It's really not even as far as YouTube channels go. You guys, most of the funniest and the great debates go down in the comment section. Facts. People be typing in some real shit when it comes down to this insight. All right? Speaking of some real shit, make sure you like this like. Make sure you read them comments. And don't be a hater. If you follow my videos, hit the subscribe button. Or let's talk about some real shit in this video. Because you know it's real. You guys, let me tell y'all this, man. First of all, well, I can answer these questions as I speak to you guys. Shouts out to one of my subscribers. I think it's Cecil Wooden. Hold on, let me get you guys the name right now. Yeah, I think it's Cecil Wooden. Okay. And another guy is David Farron. David Farron. I don't know if you are sub to me or not. We had our back and forths before. But hopefully you're like me. You can understand that the fact that this ain't nothing personal. We can disagree and we can still you can still sub, okay? I don't know if you're a sub or not, but I just hope you understand that fact. Now, I really want the people to get in tuned when it comes down to this debate. And I'm gonna drop my opinions and my rebuttals as they speak. But before I really get into this heated debate, you already motherfucking know. Let's just get this out of the way. And for some of the people out there who wonder why you guys smoke in your videos, it's because if you don't know, I smoke bowls, okay? And bowls hit hard, but they don't last as long as blunts do. And I try to not smoke blunts. That's why I always hit my bong or my piece. So when I hit the piece on camera, the high is fresh, all right? And it hits just right as the video is playing. So before I get into this heated debate, play that back, man. Let's get into this shit. And I want you guys to tell me your opinions, your disagreements, what y'all think. Okay? So, I need something else. Give me something else, man. I'm like a DJ in this bitch. Give me something else. Give me that. I'll take that. All right. So, we all know in the video I made earlier, I was basically talking about the whole fight between Alexander Usyk and Anthony Joshua. So, they went from talking about Alexander Usyk to talking about Deontay Wilder and AJ. See, that's the fight that needs to happen. Whether Wilder fights Fury, whether he beats Fury, whether Wilder fights Ortiz or White, we all know the fight is supposed to be happening is the undisputed fight, AJ versus Wilder. But I'm not deviating. Let's get into this debate. So Cecil said, who's cherry picking though? I want to see AJ versus Wilder. Oh, no. I'll put that to him. Excuse me. Okay. So Cecil said this. He said, I hope he takes the fight. I hope it's the ultimate cherry pick goes wrong. Talking about Usyk. But David clapped back and he said this. He said, how does AJ cherry pick if he fought a top 4? If he fought 4 top 10 fighters to Wilder's 1? This was my rebuttal to that. First of all, why do people act like it's Wilder's fault? We all know, even Tyson Fury said this. Why are we playing dumb here? He said, I'm not even mad at Wilder for fighting so many bums coming in his career. It's because he started boxing late. That's the only reason why. Now, if Wilder came in the game when everybody else came in the game, that'd be different. But Wilder started boxing late. That's why I don't really be so hard on Wilder for facing 30 bums. Because you guys are over exaggerating when you say 40 bums. It's really about 30 bums, okay? The rest of the fighters was decent fighters. And it was a world champion in there, Remains to Burn, a top 10 fighter, top 5 fighter, Luis Ortiz is in there, a ducked fighter. You know, Gerald Washington was a decent fighter. Eric Molina, Anthony Joshua fought him, wasn't a problem. So why was it a problem when Wilder beat him? All right. I mean, come on, y'all. Stop reaching. And Arthur Spilka. A few people had Arthur Spilka beating Wilder before that fight. Like I told you guys, it was a comment that says Arthur Spilka is going to beat Wilder. And that shit had about 200 likes. So get the fuck up out of here with that shit. Okay? So, back to my point. Yes, AJ has a better resume than Wilder. Let's get that out the way. Facts. But the problem is, because we know Wilder is willing to face the guys that AJ beat. Come on. You think Wilder is scared of them? Fuck no. But they're more willing to fight AJ than Wilder. The reason why is because you lose to AJ, you become a multimillionaire. You lose to Wilder, you still probably stuck in the same place, if not get a few 100,000 to your name. So of course, Wilder got to be lucky he got Luis Ortiz. Because a lot of these fucking heavyweights would rather lose to AJ than lose to Wilder because of the money. Which means it's more easy for AJ to make those fights than Wilder. It's not like Wilder is scared of Charles Martin. Wilder's not fucking scared of Alexander Povetkin. He tried to fight Alexander Povetkin. Alexander is the reason that fight didn't happen, not Wilder. Let's see the train rolling though. So, okay, so Cecil responded to David. He said, it's about fans. It's about how fans rank the fighters, the overall perception of who's the best. Wilder got Ortiz, who I have the third best, and I think that's a fair place to put him. That's a fact. He said, Fury, I've got number 2 and the champion of the line. If he wins, he's going after AJ, who's most around the world at number 1. Facts. If he pulls it off, he destroys AJ's resume with a clean sweep of the division. Big if, though. But yeah, the resume are largely up for a statement debate. And I think that's a good debate. But see, like I said, Cecil, the fact that AJ has a better resume than Wilder is magnificent. But all of the top fighters is more willing to face AJ than Wilder. Not because Wilder is more of a scary fight than AJ. I'm not saying that, even though it can be that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying if, let's just say fighting Wilder could get every top fighter about 4 million to fight him, they will run Wilder's way too. But you get fucking peanuts when it comes down to fighting AJ. So of course they're more willing to fight AJ. Come on, y'all. This is common sense now. So David responds back. He says Fury was out of the game for nearly 3 years and didn't look after himself within that period of time. Also, Dillian is ranked higher than Fury now. That's true. But let me tell you though, that's true. But we all know Tyson Fury is a better fighter than fucking Dillian White. Only reason why Dillian White is ranked higher than Tyson Fury because he has more better fights. He's been active more, of course, and he beat Joseph Parker, which was a solid win, and the knockout over Lucas Brown. All right. If you want to be technical, fucking Tyson Fury had easy work of Derek Chisora, a younger Derek Chisora. Twice, Dillian White arguably lost to Derek Chisora. So you got to marinate on that one. We all know who the better fighter is. Don't do that. Okay, now he says, I don't rate Ortiz because he didn't fight anybody before Wilder and never was a champion. Just an old Cuban fighter that can actually box, nothing else. So you call Brian Jennings a nobody? Latif Coyote a nobody? Brian Jennings went the distance with Vladimir Klitschko and Luis Ortiz stopped him. Listen, David, I totally disagree with that one. Luis Ortiz has a very high pedigree, amateur pedigree. Okay, he has fought all type of styles, even Alexander Povetkin. Luis Ortiz is also was the boogeyman before the Wilder fight. See, if you want to be technical, you can probably say he's the boogeyman to this day as well. It's the reason why Eddie Hearn is keeping him from Dillian White and also kept him from Anthony Joshua as well. We gotta take that into major consideration. All right, Eddie Hearn know what the fuck he's doing, and he know how dangerous Luis Ortiz is. All right, and Luis Ortiz is another fighter that don't give you a very big paycheck. That matters in boxing. Okay, Joseph Parker sold his oath to Anthony Joshua. He knew it was the fact that even if he did outbox Anthony Joshua, he wasn't going to win on the scorecards. He would rather sell his oath to AJ than to sell his soul to Wilder. Why? Use your brain. So you're not giving. Okay, this is my point. You're not going to give Wilder credit for Ortiz. You want to say, who have Ortiz fought before Wilder? And this is my point. If you're going to do that to Wilder, you have to do that to AJ. Okay? Who has Charles Martin beat before? Who has Charles Martin fought before AJ? Don't worry, I'll wait. Who has Dillian White fought before AJ? At the time they fought now, don't say Joseph Parker. That's after AJ beat him. And Dillian White is more improved now, all right? I can admit that. But when AJ beat Dillian White, I didn't hear none of y'all saying, who did Dillian White beat? Y'all said that was a solid ass win, right? Right. So let's keep the train rolling. Who did Dominique Brazil beat? To this day, who did Dominique Brazil beat? Are you gonna say Organov, green ass Organov? Why? Just because he was undefeated? But y'all gave him all the credit in the world for Dominique Brazil, right? Right. But who did Dominique Brazil beat? Don't just pick on Wilder. Let's pick on AJ. Who did Dominique Brazil beat, y'all? Fuck, who did he beat? Who did he fight? You mean to tell me Charles Martin ain't a bum? Let's keep going. Okay, Vladimir Klitschko, he get all the credit in the world for Vladimir Klitschko. But it's not like that was a championship fight or he gained a championship out of that fight. Okay? Who did Joseph Parker beat? Who you gonna say? Andy Ruiz? Okay, who did Andy Ruiz beat to make him so much of a good fighter? Who did Joseph Parker beat? Okay? Who you gonna say? Who you gonna say? Joseph Parker beat Hughie Fury? Okay, that's equivalent with Luis Ortiz beating Brian Jennings. So if you want to play the who did he beat game, who did he fight game, play with both fighters, not just one. That being said, keep this motherfucking train rolling. Okay, so he tried to respond to me and say when Dillian fought Parker, Dillian looked punch drunk. Oh yeah, but that's aside from the debate. The debate is still with Cecil and David, and I'm chiming in here and there. So Cecil claps back at David. Let's hear it. Well, Fury has been busier this year than AJ. He has been more busier this year than AJ. Facts. He's not coming off of a layoff. Facts. Vlad did come off an actual layoff. That's a fact. in the rankings, White is higher than Ortiz. Again, it's perception, and a lot of people perceive White calling out Ortiz and then running. I perceive that as well. But he's not the first. This is Ortiz's pattern and why he doesn't have many credible opponents. Thanks to White, he's still perceived as the boogeyman, the old ass boogeyman. And that's a fact, y'all. I think everybody in the YouTube boxing community can admit that Dillian White and Eddie Hearn, they ducked this fight. If you ask me, I think they ducked it twice. Dillian White said he's an old man. He's easy work. Then make easy work of the man then. And this is a fact. If you had to think of a boogeyman in the heavyweight division, it has to be Luis Ortiz. All right? I might make a video on that. That being said, keep this motherfucking train rolling. So David clapped back. He said again, Ortiz hasn't fought anybody and never was a champion, and that is Wilder's greatest opponent. AJ fought Povetkin, and that is his first heavyweight to stop him. That's impressive, isn't it? Yeah, he was the first heavyweight to stop him, and I definitely give him that. But hear me out when it comes down to that. Let's go back to your point. Who has Povetkin beat? Who has Povetkin beat? What are you gonna say? Duhaupas? That is impressive though. I give AJ credit for that win, being the first person to stop him. But just like I give Wilder credit for Ortiz, but we going back to your argument. Who has Povetkin beat? Let's not just pick on Wilder. Let's keep it going though. He said, you keep saying AJ is ducking, but he has been a professional half the time as Wilder, already fought 4 top 10 fighters to Wilder's 1, according to BoxRec, which is reliable information. Well, a reliable source of information. That's true, but I already just broke that down already, all right? They're more willing to face AJ than Wilder, all right? Wilder was calling out Parker too. He just didn't get the fucking fight. And we remember when Wilder was calling out Parker, chasing them all on Instagram and everything. Don't play dumb here. And you never know. Maybe Wilder could have been the first person to stop AJ. You never fucking know there. I mean, not AJ. Wilder probably could have been the first person to stop Povetkin. Too bad Povetkin tried to cheat. And that's why he prevented Wilder from having the chance to do that. But Wilder been wanting Povetkin. So let's not act like Wilder didn't want these great fights, okay? But I do give you that, though. You make a good point when you said half the time when it comes down to AJ having a better resume than Wilder. And that's the reason I'm really saying it's better. Not killing Wilder, but I'm saying it's better because AJ has done it in a small amount of time. It's just like the Lomachenko factor. Lomachenko has a very good resume, really, because he has faced good opponents, but it's the amount of time that it took him to get that resume done. Don't act like y'all don't feel me. Okay, now he gives Wilder credit. He said, I think Wilder is a very good fighter. I don't blame Wilder for his lack of quality opponents. I blame Finkel. And that's fair to say. That's who we should be blaming. Okay? Because Wilder is supposed to just beat whoever is put in front of him. They act like Wilder is out here saying, oh, I pick you. I picked Gerald Washington. Oh, I picked Luis Ortiz. Well, he did pick Luis Ortiz. But the person who has the final say-so is his team. Okay, so David claps back. He said, haha. He said, shit, you're a con. He said, haha, shit, you're a contract on the desk with no pen, guy. Here's a question. Who has Ortiz ducked? What does one call a false call out followed by fleeing? Maybe not traditional ducking, but it was some shit I never seen before. You guys gotta excuse me, you guys, because there's some slang in here as well. So maybe not traditional ducking, but it was some shit I had never seen before. I never noticed Luis Ortiz to duck anybody, but maybe that's just me. And David clapped back at him. He said, you fans rate boxers. How about people like Love and Hate when they actually knows about boxing instead of casual fans like you? I appreciate that. I do know my boxing, man. And the problem is with me, I just do my fucking homework. I do my homework, and I've been watching boxing since I was a little fucking boy. All right. I remember watching boxing since I was a toddler. All right. I just always liked boxing. All right. So Cecil says, I wasn't clowning that last one was a question. Enlighten myself, casuals. He said, I wasn't clowning. That last one was a question. Enlighten my casual self. And David claps back. He said, you don't know anything about boxing at all. What you say bores real boxing fans on this channel. He's talking to him, of course. And Cecil never responded to that. But you never know. This probably is going to be a part two. Excuse all the ramblings. Excuse all the fuck ups. You know my motto. I don't edit shit. That being said, I am out.